Hi, you wonderful souls. Thanks for being here. This week it's in English. And for all those who follow me and they don't understand German, I answer questions only on Tuesday. So if you have a question, you send your question and I'll answer it on Tuesday because I have questions on Tuesday. What do you call it? Like serious or something like that. I do it on Tuesday. On the other days I learn and I work. So I had this wonderful question from someone. And the question was, I watched a video on YouTube about surgical residency in Germany, but I can't decide to choose Germany or UK, or for some others, US or Australia or some other country. I know that both have pros and cons. You got it right, but I wanted to know, how did you decide to choose Germany? Is there any significant point that you chose Germany? Why not UK? Why not the US? So thanks a lot for the question, and it's really an important question. I think many of the IMGs, international medical graduates, ask themselves or find themselves asking this question. And I think hands-on, the number one point that where Germany wins, like really wins, like it's really far, and everyone like Australia, UK and US stay behind, is that you can get in any specialty that you want. It's in some specialties, it's like a bit, it's not easy, but it's possible. It's like really possible. And if you want like surgical specialties, that's like easy in most of the surgical specialties, like a vascular surgery where I am, or like cardiac surgery, or like orthopedic surgery. I mean, except for plastic surgery, you can get in every surgery you want easily. But so that's how I decided. My idea was, or for me, it was really clear that I wanted to be a surgeon, and in no other life I wanted to be something else, like an internist or anything else was for me, it was at no time a question. I knew that I wanted to be a surgeon. I loved being a surgeon, and I knew I wanted to do that. And even if I got like hundreds of thousands of dollars, or the best life at the UK or US or Australia or somewhere else, that wouldn't make me happy as being a surgeon. That was like the first point. The second point is, I knew what type of surgeon I wanted to be as I came to Germany. I wanted to be a cardiac surgeon. That was like the big dream. Now the apple doesn't fall like far from the tree. So I'm now in vascular surgery because I changed my plans, and I really had a beautiful time here and got to get to know vascular surgery more and got to love it. But I think if you know where you want to go, it's a very good choice. Or actually, I think it's the only choice. Because like I have friends in the US and IMGs mostly, they can only be internists. And I have like, I have a friend who works with me who comes from the UK. He's like the UK citizen, but he's here because cardiac surgery is really hard to get, for example. And but I feel obliged to tell you that this huge pro has a huge con on the side, on the side of it. Like everything in life, yeah, everything has a price, and the price for this freedom in Germany, the freedom to choose specialties and to get everywhere, is that there are no programs. It is nothing like other countries. I just wanna be gentle, yeah, because I've read that you are like in med school, and it's like really hard. Med school is like really far away from where I am. I'm like, my med school is like 9 years ago, but I really have, I think I have to tell you like the truth, the way it is. And the truth is, in most of the countries, like where I studied in Iraq or in the UK or in the US, like where I know people, there are programs, training programs that are really being perfecting these training programs for years. The people have really a culture of teaching, at least in Iraq and in the US, where I know people and where I saw that with my eyes. There's a culture of teaching, there is a program, everybody knows what people do. There are years, like there are residency years and there are fellowship years, and in the first year you do something, in the second year you do something, and the people move in a pattern, yeah, and everybody knows what the other, when the others are coming, what do you have to teach them, and how does it go further. But in Germany, there are no training programs. There's like no training programs. There's this person who's the chief of surgery in this hospital, and either he has, what do you call it, like a license to teach, or a license to be a teaching hospital, and so that you can work at this hospital and get trained, or he doesn't. And most of the people have this license, but neither the chief or the other surgeons have a culture of teaching, or has been my experience here. Like in 6 years here, I only met 2 surgeons who are like really teachers, who teach you something. The others are like surgeons, they can do something, but like teaching you how to operate, that's really, it's not easy. It's not easy. You gotta do a lot of things yourself. You gotta find your way. You gotta find mentors. You gotta you gotta almost beg for mentoring, because there is no culture of mentoring. There is a culture of working. That's a wonderful culture. There's a culture of organization. Everything is wonderfully organized. You get very well paid, but a good surgical training, it's not like the standard. It's not. I'm sorry to say it. It is what it is. There is no good surgical training. There are good surgeons who train themselves. And if you are one, then you're gonna have to do a lot of work to get to know these good surgeons and to get to know what did they do to be like good surgeons. But it's not like you don't become a good surgeon or a decent surgeon only because you're a licensed or you became a specialist in Germany. That's have been my experience. Yeah, some people are surgeons, they're done, they're like Facharzt, they call it. They're like specialists, but they can't operate. It's like really sorry, and it's surprised me coming from a country with a surgical culture like Iraq, where you had like 95% of the surgeons were like really good surgeons. They were like crazy good surgeons, and 5% being like bad surgeons. And here, I don't know, there are like no studies, but it's much more. So I hope that this answered your question. If you watch this video and you have some questions, then send them to me. I would be happy and delighted to answer them. And I really wish you a lot of luck in your work, either here in Germany or in any other country. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like really fun to being a surgeon, and you get to help people, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Just do it. Just do it, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.